Postseason atmosphere is electric as we welcome you to Game 1 of the League Championship Series on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup. So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
So stepping in, Ivan Salazar, and we are set for baseball here this evening. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Will Myers is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Baez fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
In the second spot tonight, the first baseman, number 6, Will Myers.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Here's the pitch on 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Oh, no, that got him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Chris Archer will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Salazar is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, third baseman, Candelario.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. To first. Myers gloves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. In now, Victor Marrero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Peterson will put this one away, and the side is retired. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll get us started in the top of the second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Standing in now, Ray Paquette. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Next for the Dodgers, Darryl Goldstein. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Padilla on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. Comes in with 6 hits in 21 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Stepping in now, Carlos Flores hit hard back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into third.
Well, you can't go from first to third much faster than that. And Showtrack is demonstrating just how elite his speed is. There are only a small handful of guys that can get their top speed up into that territory.
Into the box, Javier Baez. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Oh, wow, he really yanked that slider across his body, and he almost threw it to the backstop. Nice job by his battery mate to corral that one.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in, Jace Peterson, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Chris Archer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
In now, Ivan Salazar. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Peterson, the runner at second with 1 away. Lifted in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 6, Will Myers.
Digging in to try it again, Will Myers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Third inning, no score to this point. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Trevor Story. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 LA. And now the Cubs pitcher, Freddie Escobar. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Story brings it in. And that's out number 1.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Almora. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No. 2-1. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Peterson. 2 down.
Third baseman, number 7, Jeimer Candelario.
So in now for Chicago, Jeimer Candelario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Jock Peterson now as we begin the top of the 4th.
Ball 1.
Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Next up for Los Angeles, Nolan Arenado. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Hot shot down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Flores right there. And that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Ray Paquette.
Stepping up now, Ray Paquette. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 2 out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Victor Marrero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. Pitch out, nothing doing. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready now, Carlos Flores, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. Sent out to straightaway center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1-run scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Vero, after being down by 1. Big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
In now, Javier Baez. Popped him up. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Rizzo on second. Flores at first with no outs. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Wilson Contreras waits on deck. The next 3-2. Fastball too high, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So striding in, Freddie Escobar. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back standing. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. 3 runs already home here. Pitch is popped up. Arenado is calling for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Albert Almora.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Albert Almora, and their runners at the corners now. Down the third baseline. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. The Cubs are on top, 3-1. Stepping into the box, Darrell Goldstein comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's the 2-1 home. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, James
Digging in,
Peterson.
Jace Peterson. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Here comes the payoff pitch, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chris Archer. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left fielder, number 25, Ivan Salazar.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Ivan Salazar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. The 3-2 one more time. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Victor Marrero waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Salazar. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Marrero.
Digging in to try it again, Victor Marrero. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Salazar is over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in once again, Jesse Padilla. He singled his last time up. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Here now the 2-2. Hot shot on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
The 1-2 is a sharp slider that bounces in the dirt. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, as the lead remains 3-1. Here's Will Myers. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Story. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Myers gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A fastball right over the outside corner. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2. Jock Peterson, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Jock Peterson. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Striding in once again, Ray Paquette. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 1-1. Misses inside off the plate.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here too.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Ready once again, Darrell Goldstein. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Looking to leave him loaded. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And that one just missed outside.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the second run will score as that evens things at 3.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Stepping in now, Jace Peterson. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 68, Ross Stripling.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Flores coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And the pitch. Popped up. Myers just to the right of the mound. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1 home. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Dribbled to the right side. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Peterson has it. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher, Freddie Escobar.
Sam Chavez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Sam
Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Standing in now, Albert Almora. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Goldstein giving chase, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Cubs strand a couple. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 33, Douglas Schneider.
Andrew Cole is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 2-1 home. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ivan Salazar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Padilla. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 45, Luis Avila.
Jeimer Candelario will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
The next Cub up, Victor Marrero. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive to left. Salazar is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla, and he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He went down on strikes last time up. And the pitch on 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Into right field, that's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Candelario at third, Padilla over at second, Rizzo at first, 1 gone. And it's fouled away. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get through into right as he comes up in the clutch. It's a base hit, and a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. Now a 5-3 game.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Duval. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pin.
Number 21, Richard Clark.
In now, Javier Baez.
Ball 3.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Set. Here's the 3-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Still only 1 out in the inning. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Salazar will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Ready for another shot now, Wilson Contreras. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is in the air out to right. Peterson ranging into shallow right. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 8th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 5-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Alonzo Dixon will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 4.
Willie Shore is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Willie Shore.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Still 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Here's Jock Peterson now. Here it comes on 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Dixon is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in the switch hitter, Willie Shore. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1-1, here it comes. Started that swing a bit too early.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. Peterson is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Bases are empty, one man out. A wave and a miss. Rolled slowly to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Candelario.
Into the box now, Jeimer Candelario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead.
Your attention, please. Now
So a save situation forthcoming here is on to close it out is the veteran southpaw Billy Wagner. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Ray Paquette, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Padilla has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, Gerald Goldstein.
Digging in and looking for more, Gerald Goldstein. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And there's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next up for Los Angeles, Jace Peterson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Fouled away. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. Swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Chicago Cubs jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Douglas Schneider earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.